Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Simple Car Guy channel. In today's quick video, we're going to be taking a look at whether you should be buying genuine BMW parts, sensors, any other parts for your BMW, or if you can save a bunch of money and just go ahead and buy cheaper knockoff type of sensors and parts off of eBay, mostly made in China. If you have seen my BMW Z4 videos, I'm sure you can guess that I'm not a stranger to buying BMW parts. I've purchased high pressure fuel pumps, air sensors, camshaft position sensors, let's see what's this one, boost solenoid, timing chain, let's see, high pressure fuel sensor. So I purchased a lot of different sensors and parts for my BMW Z4. When I was looking for my next part, a MEF sensor, which is a mass airflow sensor, I was surprised how expensive these were. They started like $700 from the dealer or $400 from some reputable websites for the OEM part, or about $150 to $200 for a Bosch sensor, which is an OEM for BMW. It seemed really expensive to me, so I decided to get one from eBay for about $40. I don't normally purchase parts for my BMW unless they're from a reputable brand such as the Pierberg or Bosch or Fabi or something recognizable, you know, something that BMW would use as an OEM manufacturer. But this time I decided to take a risk, so let's take a look and see if it worked out for me. Well, it's a few minutes later and I have taken out the Bosch sensor from the intake box, and I've installed the Chinese one that I purchased for $40. Let's go ahead and start the car, see how she behaves. As you can see, this is just the car trying to keep itself running by adjusting the trim levels. So it sees that, you know, it's really running rich and, you know, adjusting how much fuel is going to the engine. And that's why it's, you know, variating so much. Definitely not good for your car. Don't run your car with these type of sensors. Not recommended. And it died. So the car can't even idle properly with this sensor installed. I did scan the codes and I actually got 3 different codes. Just to make a few things clear, my car was idling perfectly. The only reason I'm changing the sensors is because I'm trying to troubleshoot a very random and sporadic lean condition that I get in the car. It doesn't happen every day, happens really rarely, but I'm just trying to go through the sensors and kind of update it a little bit since the car does have a lot of miles on it. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that buying a Chinese brand sensor for your BMW will never work out. It might, it just didn't work out for me, so I just wanted to make a video and let people know of my experience with these type of parts. I have had good experience buying some cheaper parts, such as replacing this air intake pipe. It's a little bit down in there, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's just a plastic piece of you know, tubing basically that it's kind of hard to screw up. You know, it doesn't have any electronics, doesn't have any sensors. It's just a molded piece of plastic. So that's probably a really good option if you want to buy cheap and save some money. You know, it was a $200 difference between the parts. It works just as well. Just to make it clear, buying plastic parts doesn't necessarily mean that you should be getting the cheapest part available. It's still really important that the tolerances are correct. So if you're getting a part for your air intake or any of the coolant system, you don't want any leakage. You know, you get some boost leak or anything like that, or coolant leaking, that's going to cause you a lot of problems and headache. So in conclusion, it seems like if you buy cheap, you're probably going to buy it twice. Of course, if your sensor is really easy to access and you want to take a chance, you can get a good part and it might work for you for half a year, maybe a year, maybe it'll work for a long time. In my case, it was a bad deal. I paid $40, had to wait a week, now I have to order another part, send this one back. It's just a hassle. I would have just, you know, preferred to buy it, the good part from the start and be done with it. Fortunately, it's in a really accessible spot, so for me, it only took about 5 minutes to swap the part out. At least I didn't spend, you know, a couple hours taking an alternator out or a starter out to replace, you know, a crankshaft sensor or something like that. Having learned this lesson, am I going to go to the dealer and buy the $700 part? Of course not. but I will spend the $150 and get a genuine Bosch part that I know will work for this car. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope I saved you a little bit of money by preventing you from making the same mistakes I have on my car and buying cheap knockoff parts. If you did like the video, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more car content, and I'll see you in the next one.